Yeah, you all know what that is. It is a pair of underwear on a palm tree. Welcome to Disney's Construction Studios. So much construction everywhere, but it's gonna be a little painful for a while, but it's gonna be a big payoff. It'll be worth it.
There it is! Now it's time to walk the red carpet. Yeah! Folks, we're so happy you're here with us today in Hollywood, California, so don't avoid the red carpet. It's there for you to walk on.
So close. Oh, Chinese theater. I hope they don't change you.
I'm sorry, we missed you. Great movie ride.
I know, by like 5 days.
I know.
Sad. I miss you already.
I do too.
I loved the Great Movie Ride.
I mean, I think it'll be fine. This new ride, it's gonna be great.
It'll be cool.
I do miss it.
Look, they even have signs up for it already. Stay tuned. It's sad that it's closed though. Right on the front doors. That's a wrap. We will be returning to the Brown Derby later for lunch with an Imagineer. Very excited to do that. So we are going to head over to the Tower of Terror for our first Fast Pass. Because we're going to start the morning right, like you always should at Hollywood Studios, and that's dropping several stories and making you scream. Oh, such a glorious sight, the Hollywood Tower of Terror. I'm very happy that this will not be turning into the Guardians of the Galaxy version that they have in Disneyland, although that does look really cool. I'm not saying it's not cool. I just really like the theming of this ride, and I'm glad that they're not changing it.
About to ascend. Carry on. The Twilight Zone. Oh no.
Here we go.
There we are. Me holding the camera. Okay, so as a reward, as a reward for surviving the Tower of Terror, we have gotten the most unhealthy breakfast we could get, which are two very delicious coffee-ish drinks.
I got a nice chai.
Oh yeah,
Mine's not
yours is
coffee.
a nice chai. Mine is the shaken Jamaican, which is island-inspired coffee with hints of vanilla and caramel. and then we got the giant chocolate sprinkle donut.
It's the size of his face.
Yeah, it's a big donut, and I'm gonna eat it all. So my shaken Jamaican coffee drink is kind of meh. I usually like the stuff from Joffrey's, but this one just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of watered down tasting. I like strong coffee though, so maybe it's just me. So on the My Disney Experience app, it says that Toy Story Midway Mania is a 5-minute wait. And I know for a fact that that cannot be true, but we're going to go over there and check it out.
Crazy talk.
Yeah, I know it's not true, but we're gonna go check it out and see, and if it is, we're gonna just, you know, walk on it. Oh, one man's dream is in Scrim. All wrapped up, the building is.
I hope they don't take it away.
They are gonna take it away.
I would be so depressed. Where are they gonna put all this stuff?
In a, like, you know, storage unit somewhere.
No, but it's so depressing.
It is depressing, because I like that whole little exhibit.
Through it.
So do I.
Feeling like I'm part of the history.
Me too. But that's cool though.
I will take that.
Sweet rendering. I'm excited for that next year. All right, we made it to Midway Mania area, and there are so many people. There's so many people here in this area that I highly doubt it's a 5-minute wait. So it looks like the little hamsters that are punching the numbers into the app forgot a 5 because it's 55 minutes, not 5 minutes. So we were duped. Well, we weren't really, because I knew it wasn't actually going to be 5 minutes. Star Wars things! Can't really see much, especially as I get closer. But so excited. So excited. Well, we thought we'd take one last stroll through here. In one man's dream. Scratching your name into the desk. Initials, I mean, not name. What a mischievous young man he was. Good, his pants are pulled up to his nipples. They removed my favorite friggin' part. This was the Florida Project part, where he's cardboard cutout of Walt standing in front of the map of Florida, pointing to it, and there's like TV cameras. It's gone. Let's check out a few shops while we're waiting for our fast pass. I don't know why I said that like that. Oh, I like this Mickey. Yes, drinking out of coconut.
Out of a coconut.
Okay, so it rained for about 15 seconds and then stopped. Classic Florida weather. Trying to confuse us. We got the umbrellas out and now we're gonna put them away again. All right, we are headed over to Star Tours to our Fast Pass. Gonna try to squeak in a little bit before our Fast Pass actually starts, so we can get over to our lunch with our Imagineer friend, who we don't know yet, but we will be meeting.
And he will be our friend.
And he will be our friend.
Or she will be our friend.
Or she will be our friend. They will be our friend.
Well, now jump and cut to the head. Good, simmer
down. About to board our Star Tours ship. I don't remember what it's called. So that was a new Star Tours experience for us.
Yeah.
Usually I feel like we get the same couple every time, and I know there's a bunch of different ones. That one's totally different. Yep. We went to Hoth, and then we were in the water with Jar Jar Binks, and it was pretty sweet, pretty intense. All right, it's time. We are going to go have our lunch with an Imagineer. Yay. Don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film. I don't think I'm really gonna be filming much of this, but
yeah, I'd like to just converse with whoever it is.
We will tell you all about it afterwards. There he is, the goof man himself, hanging out in Hollywood Studios, saying hi to the folks. So besides being able to sit down with an Imagineer, I'm excited to try the Hollywood Brown Derby. I've been coming here for a long time, and I've never been to the Hollywood Brown Derby, so I'm excited to test it out. Alright, so after we had lunch with an Imagineer, we decided to come back to our resort to relax a little bit. We're both pretty tired, so we came back, napped for a while, and now we're awake again.
Hi!
And we're walking around the resort. Unfortunately, at Hollywood Studios right now, there's just not that much to do because of all the construction. So all the things that there are to do, because there's very few rides, are just packed. So the lines are long. So we just didn't feel like standing and waiting in line forever. Yeah. So
even though I like the rides that we're missing out on, but it's not worth it to stand in an hour-and-a-half line.
No.
I get bored.
Yeah, it's not worth it. We'd rather come back here and enjoy the resort a little bit and explore, because we haven't stayed here before. So I think it would be more fun for us to do that. So that's what we're doing. But back to the lunch with the Imagineer.
Let's talk about that, because that was pretty awesome.
Incredible. Expensive, but incredible. Yes. I say that if you have the means to do it, do it.
Take advantage, for sure.
It was at Brown Derby, which the food is good.
Yep.
So that was our first time at Brown Derby, but the food was delicious. The company was fantastic. We were in there with, what are the 3 other families, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Which was cool. We got,
I think it was a group of 10 or so.
Yeah, it was different perspectives. You know, everybody had a little bit different questions, and we talked about all kinds of different things with the Imagineer. Our Imagineer's name was Peter
Ricci.
Peter Ricci, yes. And he talked about all kinds of things. He worked on many different attractions around.
Didn't he say he worked at Coronado Springs? He worked on the Coronado Springs too? I think he said that.
Yeah,
so
refurb.
I was like, hey, we're staying there.
Yeah. He worked on some refurb stuff for Coronado. He worked on the refurb of Spaceship Earth that they did several years ago. He worked on
Small World.
Yeah, it's a Small World.
The
refurb that they did on that several years ago. He worked on the Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah, he did. Oh my gosh, he wrapped up the Wonder, the Wonder cruise ship, wrapped up that whole process, and then worked firsthand on the Dream and the Fantasy. Yeah, which are the 2 newer ships. He was the head of the Aqueduct project, which is the awesome water slide, water coaster thing that's on outside the ship. You know?
It's the glass. You've probably seen it. The clear tube that goes around it kind of hangs off the edge of the ship, and So, and he told his whole story about how he worked on that for years, and they finally got it going, and he took the boat, he rowed the boat over, moved his whole family to Germany, because that's where they were working on the boat and the slide, and they lived there for a couple years, and then, you know, they finished the boat, and they rowed the boat back from Germany to Florida, and he rowed the boat with them, and then he was on a few of the first, like, inaugural
like maiden voyage
voyages of the ship. And he said the very first guest to ride on the aqueduct,
he wanted to launch, he said.
Yeah, he wanted to do the launch. He said he's normally not a person, he likes to be in the background, he doesn't like to be, you know, doing all this stuff in front of guests, but he wanted to be the person to launch it. So he went up there and he you know, he gave him the whole spiel about keep your arms and legs inside, and you know, have fun, scream, but don't scream too much. And there were two like younger teenage girls, and he said he pushed the green button. He said it was like a lightning bolt of emotion came through him down his arm to push the green button. He pushed it, and they went off, and you could just hear them screaming bloody murder as they're going through it. And he said it was one of the best moments of his life. So, you know, we learned we talked about all kinds of stuff. He's working on, right now he's working on the Great Movie Ride, well, taking down the Great Movie Ride, and working on the new ride that's going in there, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So I know the Great Movie Ride closed about 5 days ago, and he said...
I guess it's been like a week now.
Yeah, it's been like a week, you're right.
But by the time like we got here, which was only 5 days later, than like when it closed or whatever, he said the whole inside of that building was already like empty.
Yeah, he said it took him 5 days to clear the whole thing out. It's all empty now. And they're already putting stuff in there for the new ride. So that's kind of crazy, and that's exciting. But it was a great experience.
And like, what a cool guy.
He was an amazing guy.
He was really like really approachable. He said that he likes doing the like lunch with the Imagineer things, because he's like, I can talk all day about the stuff that I know. Yeah. You know, I'm not afraid to talk about stuff that I'm really knowledgeable on. It was really cool. Yeah, I loved it. I wanted to show you guys these before we leave for Fantasmic. These are the menus from our lunch with the Imagineer at the Hollywood Brown Derby. And we got to keep them. And they're special menus. And on the inside, it says our names. And it says who we had lunch with. Peter Ricci. Peter Ricci. And here's the food that we got. We got the soup, then we got the salad, then we got our choice of entree, and then we got the desserts. So it was a very unique experience, and something that, you know, even though I've already done it, I would gladly do it again. For sure.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, comment, and share. Click on the left to subscribe to our channel.
Or click on the right to see another video.